All right, I'm on the phone with Craig Dagan, the Maine Maritime Academy women's basketball coach. And, Coach, a nice 6-game winning streak. And we talked last week and saying, oh, my gosh, here you are in just the heart of the schedule with some incredible amount of games in short period of time. And the Lady Mariners, they've just rolled right through it.
Yeah, no, they're doing a good job, and I think the kids are certainly appreciating playing games more than practicing at this point in time. So it's a little bit more fun, but no, they've done a really, really good job. And we had a great win over the weekend, or a couple wins over the weekend, and played really well and took care of business. And then obviously a big win last night in Farmington, where, truth be told, Chris, who would go into the locker room after the game, said to my assistant coach, I have no idea how we won that game, and quite frankly, we probably didn't deserve to win the game, but the last 4 minutes, the kids really buckled down on both ends of the floor, and we had some Megan McLean, one of our freshman two guards, hit a couple big threes down the stretch, and it's been a resilient group all year long, and they've really never shied away from big moments, and I think over the last 5 or 6 games where they've been tight and going down the last 5 or 6 minutes after the Calston loss, we found a way to win every one of those games, and it's a tribute to them and their learning curve and just their compete level, and they're doing a really good job. So we kind of escaped Farmington with a win. We did escape Farmington with a win last night, and kept things rolling, which is truly great. And as long as we handle our business moving forward, we've, put ourselves in a great position to host a playoff game.
Well, that win over Farmington was especially big because now, you're 10-4 in the conference, and they're 9-5.
Correct. Anytime, and I think that's one of the things that I've really, been really impressed with this group of kids is, over the last 3 weeks, every team that we've played has been either tied with us, right in front of us, right behind us in the standings. We've been right at the meat of what we're doing, with the exception of one game in regards to playing a lot of playoff teams, and we've beat every one of those teams. And once again, last night it's a team that we were tied with, but they held the tiebreaker going into last night with us. And it's a game that we certainly needed to win in order to put ourselves in an even better playoff position, and the kids did a great job. And so we're handling our business at the right time, playing well at the right time. There's no better time to go on a 6-game winning streak towards the end of the year. And I would like to say we're playing our best basketball at the right time, but after last night, I don't think I could say that with a straight face. So, but we found a way to win on the road, which is always a sign of good things, this time of year.
Well, and as I said to Coach Mushnick, sometimes, the basketball gods smile on you, sometimes they don't. And, it just worked out well last night. And sometimes, as you said, you can win ugly, you can win, but or win pretty, but a win's a win.
No doubt. And listen, in my 400-plus games here at Maine Maritime, we've been on the losing end of plenty of those games too, especially in that gymnasium. I'm not complaining at all, and now our focus turns to this weekend and Castleton State, and that becomes an even bigger game for us, and we still got a lot to play for. If by chance we beat Castleton on the road and get a little bit of help, we're even looking at possibly sliding into the 2 spot if we win out. So, which would move us right to the Final Four right away. So then we'd eliminate avoid a quarterfinal game. So we still got a lot at stake, and the kids are still hungry and they're excited. And even after the game, the kids are like, I wish we could play Castleton right now. Like, they want to keep going. They feel things are going well, and they just want to get out there and keep playing. So I like the attitude of the kids, and like I said, I like where we're at right now. But our message in the locker room after the game last night, it's great that we won, and it shows a lot of resilience and a lot of poise, but we got to get a lot better if we're going to ultimately win a conference championship. And and that vision is slowly but surely coming to fruition.
Now, and I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to put you on the spot here, and you're going to hate it, but there was a big win accomplishment for you this past week. Tell us about it.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Well,
I'm kidding. No.
You won a career high. What was the number career win there?
250.
And I know, I'm going to say it for you. I'm going to say, I didn't play any of those games. It's all because of the girls, and we've had great teams here. But listen, that's it. Am I right? Go ahead. Say that. Say the exact word.
Well, there's two things I've been telling everybody. One, it's a reflection of obviously the great players that we've had here and the hard work. And that is, the 250 wins have my name on it, but that's Katrina, who's put in as much time as my assistant coach in the last 15 years. The other assistant coaches this year with Mary Corbett, and it's a tribute to them and their hard work and the players. And to be honest with you, Chris, it's the sad part about it is it's just a reflection of the fact that it just means I'm getting old and I've been here a long time. So
yeah, but it's something
I'm really proud of it.
It's something to acknowledge, and it's well done.
I appreciate that, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of it for a bunch of reasons, and it was great because after the game and the text messages and sharing it with all the former players and the current players, and walking into the locker room and my players, standing up and clapping and then giving a team dab, and but I think the cool part of it is when I came here 15 years ago, it's given me a chance to reflect a little bit, which is kind of a neat thing, and I never anticipated being here long enough to do something like that, and B, it's I wasn't sure that we could do that at Maine Maritime when we first came here. That was never even in that was never even, never mind in the rearview mirror. That was never even in the equation.
Yeah.
And it's it's just been obviously a lot of hard work, and the X's and O's, the on the court, the off the court, the relationships, the recruiting, the whole 9 yards, and I'm excited for that from that standpoint, just because I never really thought about it, anticipated that, and so therefore for it to come to fruition and become a reality, I think it's just goes to show you that what we've done here has been pretty special in the program that we've built here. It's worked. I mean, what we've done has worked, and hey, listen, I'm still hungry, I'm still excited, and I'm ready for another 250, and we get to maybe 500, maybe we can talk and celebrate a little bit and figure things out from there, but we don't have time to sit back and worry too much about that right now. We got a lot of important games moving forward.
I want to know about this team dab. I mean, is there video of this?
No, there wasn't. It was quite unexpected, to be honest with you, and for some of them, they should never dab again. It wasn't pretty.
That's awesome. I just I've got to make sure that the next time that there is dabbing amongst the Maine Maritime women's coaching staff and team, that there's video rolling.
If we win a conference championship, I'll make sure we put it on film and get it to everybody. But no, listen, this is a pretty special group of kids, and for them to recognize that, and we're just having a lot of fun right now, and deservedly so, and I'm happy for the young kids, and they're coming into a situation where they've worked really hard. All of them are huge contributors to what we're doing, and they don't really know any better right now. But for the kids that have grinded out the last few years where it's been a struggle, and even last night, Christy Willie played really good, 15 points, 6 rebounds, did a lot of great things. Just the excitement and the happiness on her face, going on the road, winning another big game after what her and Becca Campbell gave us big minutes last night, and Maggie McConkey and Alex Winchester are a great 1-2 punch at the point guard spot for us right now, and just bringing a ton of consistency. Mackenzie Vosberg had a career high on Saturday, 6 threes, and hit another really big shot last night. And these are all kids that, in some regards, are playing behind freshmen, and they've bought in. They're excited. They're energy givers to our team, and I'm really excited for them and for them to be able to, after what they went through last year as a group, and to be able to go out there and consistently win basketball games and just buy into everything that we're doing. It's just been a lot of fun, and I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of all of them, but I'm really proud of those upperclassmen, and I'm excited for them to be able to enjoy this.
Well, the takeaway I get is that you've got a team You don't have a person. You've got everybody that's bought into the team fabric. And the second thing is this freshman class has set a bar, and they're going to have to work hard to make sure that next year and the future years they're living up to these standards.
No, I agree with you. And, the cool thing is we were sitting down, we went to dinner last night after the game, and we were within walking distance of the gym. So a bunch of the kids had walked back to the gym to watch the men's game, and I was sitting there with 5 of the freshmen. And, yeah, they're in the moment right now. But even as they were finishing up their meals, all of them were just talking about, all right, what are we going to do in the off season? What are we going to do this summer to get better? Like, they're already thinking forward and hungry. They want more. They like the winning and they want more. And that's a really cool thing. I mean, once again, they're in the moment and they're excited about what we're doing, but they're also, really excited about what the future holds too. And that's a pretty cool thing.
That's very cool. All right, so this weekend on the road to Vermont, a little more team bonding on the coach bus, and
yeah, a lot of team sleeping, I think, is what it's going to be. It's been a long week. We didn't get back till late last night. We got a quick turnaround. We got to leave tomorrow, and I think it'll be a pretty quiet bus ride aside from the film or the movie that we watch up to Castleton. But Friday night's a big game for us. Castleton State poses a lot of problems. They're a seasoned team. They're a very good team, and played them tough here. And quite frankly, it was our last loss, and it's one that we feel we kind of let slip away. And the good thing is we've learned a lot from that game, and hopefully that can translate into us being a little bit more successful with them. And then Saturday, Green Mountain, who's, truth be told, they've struggled all year long, and but it's one of those trap games too. I mean, you invest a lot of energy on Friday night, and you don't want to get lazy, and we've got too much at stake to let any games that we should win slip away at this point in time. So, we got to go up in the road, take care of business, and then we've got 2 games. We got senior night next Wednesday night, and we end against Thomas, and so there's a lot at stake for us in the next 4 games, but we're excited about the weekend, and I think we're just as excited to go to Castleton, but when we leave, we'll be just excited to get out of Vermont and hopefully not have to go back again this year. So.
Yeah, and the other thing is next Wednesday against Farmington, it's senior night, and they're going to be hungry to come and steal a win at home against MMA.
Absolutely. I mean, every game they arguably have the toughest finish of any team in our conference. They got to go on the road to Colby Sawyer and New England College, which is a tough stretch. Then they have us on the road, and then they have Husson. So every game that they play not only matters for them, but every game they play has consequences for the team that they're playing too, because they've got 4 playoff teams that they're going up against. So it's going to be an exciting week and a half for sure. And I mean, still a lot can change in regards to playoff standings and seedings and all that stuff. So. We'll be playing. As soon as our games are over, we'll be looking at the scoreboard and seeing where we lie and who's won and who hasn't. So, we're looking forward to the next week and a half.
All right, best of luck. Practice your whip and nay-nay because you may need that for this coming weekend.
You don't want to see that, my friend.
All right, thanks,
If I'm whipping and nay-nay, we better win a championship. Otherwise, you won't ever see it.
All right, thanks very much.
All right, Chris, take care.